for Friday, finally Friday, November 7th, 2025. We got a jam-packed show to talk, lots to talk about today. Got some big exciting plans this weekend. Gonna spend some time with the family, so probably won't be getting out live shows tomorrow or Sunday. Gonna do my absolute best to make sure that the daily uploads get out on a normal time, at a good time, but no promises. Like I said, spending time with some family, coming down to visit from good old Pennsylvania. What's up, Tristan? How are you? Thank you for joining us here. As always, can count on you and so many others here for our loyals and our everyday friends and everything here. So thank you again for joining. What's up, Papa John? Seems to be a good hour here to do this and go live here for the Weitoish show on this beautiful Friday, feel good Friday. Been a busy week for me. I feel you. I'm right there with you. It's been one crazy week. I'm just now leaving work, and so that's why the camera's off. I might I don't know, I might stop here and do the show live for a little bit here while I wait to get home. The wife is working until 7 o'clock, so who knows? We'll give it a shot here. But I do, well, I mean, if the people are here, I do want to talk and see what the chat's saying, so I'll do my best to talk and get the chat while I'm driving here. But as you come in, please double tap the screen, give us a like. It helps us out so much. What's Papa John saying? SmackDown and having a kid turning 18, 50 pizzas tonight for a party. Seems to be the go-to place for Friday night. Like, I don't know that. And I'm not hitting up the Papa John's here in my area for some pizzas every Friday night. Gotta love that. Papa John's is definitely my go-to spot for food on Fridays. Of course, not when my wife cooks, and we had spaghetti last night, so probably have some spaghetti tonight as well. Finish that up and look ahead for the big weekend that I have planned. I'm gonna pull over here at a gas station. Might go live here for a little bit and get the SmackDown preview out for you guys that are here, and be able to chat a little bit. I do have to get gas as well, so it does work out here. So just bear with me as I park here, and we'll get the show done right. I've been missing going live and being on camera and chatting with everyone, but like I said, the week has been crazy. As Papa John had said, the week has been crazy for him as well. So we'll see here. We'll see how it goes and see what the service looks like. Should be pretty decent. Hopefully we'll get some people in here chatting. I'm the go-to spot for a lot, not just pizza. I get you. We got 14 people watching here. Feel good Friday. The weather has been great all week. For once down here in North Carolina around this time, I've been told to expect different things. But we will start things off with the Friday Night SmackDown preview. Of course, we once again have United States Open Challenge. Ilya Dragunov defends his title. We also have Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax, renewing this big rivalry. To the 7 people that are watching, if you're new here, please double tap the screen. Helps us out so much. We also have the new women's champion live on SmackDown tonight in South Carolina, I believe. Kind of close to me, but not close enough that I can get there. We also have the United States Women's Championship on the line. We have Julia versus Chelsea Green, and we have Cody Rhodes appearing live to determine what's next for him and who he's gonna get into having a match with him, and then for him to cheat his way to another retainment and another victory there. And that is SmackDown for tonight. Other news that we have here, I'll do my best to get DAZN has introduced an unlimited plan for basically the WWE Network equivalent to DAZN in boxing. You get access to 185 fight nights per year, 12 pay-per-views on one subscription. So very similar to what the WWE did with the network back in the day before they jumped to Peacock. So DAZN hanging on by a thread. Other boxing news that I did just see, but I again don't know I don't know how credible it was. So to our regular green screen back, got to find it. Didn't have time to make a graphic for it. But Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury is signed, sealed, and delivered. We're gonna get the rematch. To anyone who who knows, back in the day in 23, I think it was 22 or 23, I think it was, Jake fought Tommy Fury over in Saudi Arabia on in February, and it happened to be on my birthday. What's up, Lean Watchall? 2064. Cody's nephews are coming to about to come to NXT soon. That's super interesting. I love to see that. That'll be fun to see. He was just talking about how his nephews are breaking into the scene and everything. It looks like the SmackDown preview short just uploaded to the channel, so go over and don't forget to go and check that out. 2064, hey, what's up? Hopefully you'll sub, you'll leave a like, double tap that screen, helps us out so much here on the channel, and we will keep rocking and rolling here for a little bit. Get the chat, if we can keep the chat rolling. I'll go for a little bit here. I do have to get gas and at some point and then get home. But we will rock and roll. It seems to be a good hour as any to preview SmackDown and chat with the people. Papa John's is the fourth Fatu brother, also coming to NXT. Yeah, Jacob Fatu in NXT would be huge. It's about time they go and get him. He should have been in NXT. He honestly could have came in with Jacob. But yeah, that'll be awesome to get Zilla in, and NXT will be in an even better place. As will finally Jacob Fatu is not. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I see Fatu and I think of them all. So, my bad there. What's up, Marisol? Hey, how are you? Don't forget to double tap the screen as you come in. Nick Weitoish show here live on Sleeper Sports Media. Finally live after a long week of needing. What's up, Gemma? How are you? Finally back live after a long week of just missing lunches, not being able to go live here. Jimmy J Solo, little brother. Oh, I did not know about that one. I didn't know that they had those three had another brother. I did not know that. So I just saw Fatu and ran with one of the cousins in them. But yes, Jake Paul, Tommy Fury apparently set for December 12th or 19th, I believe. I saw reports saying there on Twitter. Nothing confirmed yet. MVP should be announcing it next week, and I would hope so. Tommy, there has been footage of Tommy that's been prepping and everything, and John Fury had a lot to say, saying that they have an offer, and if they can't meet that offer, or they have a number, and if they can't meet that number, then they can fuck off. And then Jake Paul said that no one's paying Tommy $15 million. So I wonder if they met at the $15 million, or I wonder if they got to gave him 10 to be on Netflix and everything like that, or if there's other incentives for that. But that part of the deal. But it's going to be very entertaining to see them hopefully do a quick press conference. It's going to be interesting to see where the fight is going to be, if Tommy can actually get into the U.S. for finally. That was a big issue with the last one. That's why they had it over in Saudi Arabia. We also have, like I said, Jake and Tommy 2 would be on Netflix. I don't know if they would reschedule the other fights that was supposed to be there. They are a family of four boys, 1 girls. Wow. Dang. Well, dang. Thoughts on Adesanya saying he would like to potentially join WWE sometime next year? That would be insane. I think it would be great. I also think that he's going to be in for a rude awakening. And if he's coming out just to do this, he'll be fine. If he's coming out to actually take bumps and do everything, what's up, Tristan? Thanks for coming back. If he's coming out there to actually take bumps and do bumps and have spots, like Logan is doing, then he's going to be in for a rude awakening. Um, and a lot of people in the MMA world, they say the same thing. So um, we've seen videos of MMA fighters doing WWE, doing pro wrestling, and seeing what it's like, and they say that it's not at all what they expect. So if he actually does make the jump, or even if it's short term, whatever, he's in for a rude awakening. That's a given for sure. But that would definitely be interesting to see, and it would do great for numbers wise. It would do awesome. Adesanya supposedly wants the Brock Lesnar treatment with a Logan Paul style booking. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see him taking it serious. I really don't. I don't see him taking it serious. I don't see him coming in and wanting to do bumps, mainly because I don't know who is going to fit his style that he could wrestle against. Guys in his weight class. I know there's no weight classes in WWE, but shout out to Marisol Pay. What's up? I did acknowledge your comment earlier. But yeah, shout out to you. Yeah, Adesanya doing that, being trained by the Nightmare. Great. He's gonna come out and do nothing but cry on the mic, I guess. Yeah, it would still be fun, I guess. I mean, you never know how those kind of signings or those deals would work out. But I don't see him. He's not that big of a star. He's not as big of a star as Brock Lesnar was. So I don't think his name carries that much weight outside of the UFC. Him coming to the WWE, they wouldn't really, the fans wouldn't really know who he is. Much like Cody. You go and ask someone on the street who Cody Rhodes is, they're gonna look at you and laugh. I did not know that he was being trained at the Nightmare Factory to come in and actually take bumps and everything. So that'll be pretty cool to see if he actually does that. But as far as star power and getting Brock Lesnar treatment, I don't see that. I don't see that going down. So I'm gonna try to find something else here. Talk about Survivor Series a little bit. Don't know, but heard rumors it was Kurt Angle who arranged all this. But again, it's a rumor. Yeah, I don't think Kurt Angle's involved too much in WWE anymore. He's too busy with RAF, with Real American Freestyle, and the new professional freestyle wrestling promotion that Hulk Hogan started. Rest in peace. But yeah, I don't know. I've seen those rumors. Just be careful about what you're reading. And what sources you're using. If it's Sportskeeda, throw that shit in the garbage, because Sportskeeda, they don't know jack from shit on what they're talking about. So, Papa John, nothing against you, but just be careful what sources you're using, because I have not seen anything of the sorts. Adesanya went to Kurt about 2 years ago to learn better grappling for his game. Okay, well, I mean, that makes sense if they do have the history there, but yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. They could definitely be waiting to do something like that, but again, I don't see him coming in and getting the Brock Lesnar treatment. And Logan Paul booking, there's nothing wrong with how Logan's being booked. I mean, he was very active in the beginning of the year and up until he went and got married and then wanted time off. I mean, it's no different than, any other talent needing time off to go get married or whatever. Paige 20 for the Rumble, I could see that happening. I could see that happen. I could see her returning. I could see her returning more than I can see Chris Jericho or Edge returning for the Last Time Is Now tournament that we're going to see on Monday night. And I could see Paige returning and getting better treatment and better booking and better presentation than Israel Adesanya. It would be fire, but again, I think he did the Undertaker entrance for a cheap pop. Unless I'm wrong and he's actually a big fan of WWE, then that's fine. But Survivor Series. Hopefully they start the build tonight on SmackDown, and we see what we're gonna get kind of laid out with the women's matches if we're gonna get one. She just recently made an appearance for IPW, used her old WWE theme song, which you must have permission to use those theme songs. This is true. That's interesting. That's kind of like whenever they signed Penta and they had a whole bunch of merch being made over in the UK. And then it was leaked that they were making that merch. And then they ended up just spoiling the announcement that he had signed because of their own blunder. Same thing with AJ Lee. They did the same thing. But yeah, Paige coming back, I could see that. I could definitely see it. So, but yeah, Survivor Series War Games is on the 29th. It's in San Diego. It's at Petco Park, the giant MLB stadium. I say giant because MLB stadiums for something like wrestling is massive. So I can't wait to see the setup there. The last time I think they were in a baseball stadium was when the Thunderdome went to Tropicana Field, and then they did have the Rumble at Tropicana Field as well. So Penta signed in January debut against Chad Gable. Paige is the worst kept secret this year. That I think that'll be for next year. I think maybe they'll start to plant and throw rumors out there or plant seeds to get those rumors, to get the talk going. Rumble 20 was in Minute Maid Park. Okay, so there was that one, and then they also had the Rumble. Was that 23? Rumble or 23 or 24 was also at the Tropicana Field. That's when Cody won the second one, I think. So I think that was 23 going into WrestleMania 40, I believe. But yeah, they do baseball stadiums every once in a while. Now, again, Minute Maid Park and Tropicana Field, they're different because they're enclosed, so it's a dome. So, okay, so it's 24. Okay. So it's going to look different than an open stadium. Like when they had SummerSlam at the Titan Stadium and it's open, or WrestleMania at Lincoln Financial Field, which is open, versus a baseball stadium that's open. So that's going to be super interesting to see. Has a retractable roof, but they had it closed is what I'm getting at there, Papa John. Roof. And then they also did, or no, that was All In. It was at NRG Stadium or whatever for AEW over there. Oh man, what a week! What a week! That's awesome that you were there live for the Rumble. I've not twice in Philly. I've been to Raws and SmackDowns in Hershey, PA. It was open for the pre-show. Okay. Have you ever thought about going bald? You would look tough. Solar Flame, I have not thought about going bald. But Vince wanted the roof closed. Yep, that sounds about right. Sounds about right, to help with the sound and everything. Also, weather or whatever the reasons were. I mean, anyone that can have the option of closing or opening the roof would probably want it closed. It makes sense. So yes, the again, Survivor Series, Petco Park, it's going to be fun. Hopefully we see Dom involved. I think they're going to set up Dom and Ray for the IC title there in their hometowns. Hopefully we start to get some build for it. I mean, at this point, like, we just got to keep waiting, I guess. I mean, they keep doing these pay-per-views back to back to back to back. We also have, I talked about this in the recorded show the other day, but we do know the next Saturday night's main event will be in January. They're doing the double show, SmackDown and Saturday night's main event. Reason crazy because Vince thought it might rain, which it didn't. Yeah, so I mean, it makes sense. If he does it, if he's not 100% sure, better safe than sorry. That's the danger of having shows in stadiums. Hello there. I don't know how to say that name. That's a giant username. So, hey, what's up? Hope you're doing well on this beautiful Friday. As the sun is setting here, I'm waiting to get gas. Wanted to go live and finally, end the week on a high note. This week has been crazy. It's been a lot. So wanted to end the week on a high note. I don't know how much longer we'll go for. Probably another 10 minutes or so. Um, just so I can then get gas and get on home and get some food and all that good stuff. So um yeah, so Q&A popped up, a book you think would make a great movie. Um that's a great, honestly, waiting for Power 4 Force tonight. Okay. That's sick. Papa John, I love that. A book that would make a good movie. Man, I don't know. All the books that I've ever started to read or have read are already movies. Harry Potter, um, The Godfather. We started watching those movies this week. We're on number 2. I fell asleep last night. The site I showed you plays all. Dude, that's perfect. I still have to look into that. I gotta sit down and look into that tonight. Here, I will give it a shot. Still using the VPN with Netflix, but definitely need to sit down and look at that site. So again, shout out to you, Papa John, for the hookup there with that site. Um, I mean, maybe that'll be a replacement for the DAZN membership that I talked about a little bit ago and a little earlier. Um, yeah, I still will pay for some just because it's easier and to have them on the TV, but you don't need VPN. Just site pop up there, pop-up blocker, whatever you use, Chrome, Firefox, etc. Yeah, so the issue is with the way that I have the way my living room is set up and everything. My computer is right beside our TV, so whenever I do watch um SmackDown on the uh on the VPN or on Netflix or whatever, like right now, I have to plug it into the TV because there's no way to get Roku doesn't allow VPNs or websites like that. So I'll have to use my computer regardless, but I'm definitely gonna fire it up and I'm definitely gonna look into it tonight. I'll probably test it out with SmackDown here tonight, and then just use Surfshark VPN for just to shout out and help out our friends over at No Dirt Sheets like we love to do. Um, great, great people over there at No Dirt Sheets. Great shows, great talent, great talent. Can your computer do screen share through app or through Bluetooth? Yeah, I have it connected with an HDMI. So I just run HDMI from the TV to the computer, and then I just use it as like the TV is basically the monitor then. What's up, Tyler? How are you? It's been a minute since we got you in the live here, but great to see you, great to hear from you. Much appreciate you being here, and double tapping the screen and sharing it out, all that good stuff. Roku can accept if it's through certain apps. Yeah, I'm the the jailbreaking and VPNs. I was never um a big fan of or anything like that, or any crack streams or like websites for UFC or any fights like that. I never did that. I was never big into combat or boxing or MMA or UFC or anything like that. So this is all very new to me. And some streaming services I don't pay for, so I'm going to use it, like Paramount Plus. I won't need to pay for, just because it's included with other bundles and everything like that. But there are going to be some that I probably do cut thanks to that website. So I'm definitely going to try it out tonight for sure. Shout out to Monster. Got my energy drink here to give me a little bit of a pep. It's a master of free stuff since 2010. If you need help, just message me on Facebook at any time. Thank you. I appreciate that, Papa John. Definitely appreciate it. I will, like I said, I'll try it tonight, give it a shot, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, we're gonna go for about another 5 more minutes. I do want to get home and get some food and get ready, play around with the website there. So going to go for about another 5 minutes, and then the rest of this episode will be recorded, and it'll be the daily upload. So you'll see two of the same thumbnail. So the second part of this will be about so we can get our hour. It'll be daily uploaded. One thing I did want to say, hey Nick, think how to make own theme pro wrestling WWE music group. Now DJ DTP and Def Rebel. Hey, Nick. I started to own it. Okay, very cool. I know London probably loves that. My wife doesn't cook at home. I do so far. Chili con going to a crock pot at home. Should be ready by. Hey, gotta love that. Yeah, no one wants me to cook, so I'm the tech guy. My wife is the chef, and it's amazing. Love it, love it, love it, love it. But that's awesome that you can cook. I cannot cook to save my life, so I just don't. But Tyler, that's awesome that you started that. I love it, love it. Would be pretty cool to see everyone get new music and get undef rebelled for everyone that got def rebelled. But yeah, the War Games build and SmackDown preview, Full Gear preview I already have recorded. I just have to post it and throw a little bit more into that. But you know, the Misfits boxing, which is going to be interesting now that I think about it. Holy hell. Misfits is set for Andrew Tate and Chase D'Amore for December 20th. Now Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury is apparently set for December 12th or 19th. So they could be going head to head in that same weekend. That could be a redeeming way to rekindle that rivalry of Jake Paul and KSI, Misfits and MVP. We don't know where it's going to be. It's apparently not going to be. The way they're doing it is kind of smart. I will give credit to MVP and how they're doing, or not MVP, but Misfits and how they're doing it. I'm a chef tech, and my dad stuff. My wife is a manager, business stuff. It makes sense. Split it up. You know, you do this, I do that. We do this together. I love to hear it. But yes, Misfits, the way that they do things, if you don't know or don't know crossover boxing and the influencer scene, but now they've gone into getting away from influencers and people that have to be actually skilled and athletic to box over there. But they have Misfits Series X, and then those are numbered events, and then they have just one-offs, Misfits, blah, 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 kind of like a pay-per-view name, similar, whatever. But the X Series numbered events are what is signed in the DAZN deal that they have. So those have to be on DAZN. Now, because Andrew Tate is on the card, I don't know who is gonna put that on. Mams Taylor did confirm that it would be pay-per-view. So Andrew Tate versus Chase D'Amore, Misfits, the fight before Christmas, December 20th. They haven't announced the location. They haven't announced what it's going to be on. He did confirm it would be pay-per-view, but we still don't know yet. So all that is up in the air. But I'm excited to see that, especially if Jake and Tommy are actually going to do that rematch in December, around the same time or maybe the week before. Doing it at the same time, that would be smarter to me versus the week before, because you could, well, I don't know. That's going to be really fun to see how that plays out as we hit our 30-minute mark. I did want to keep it to 30 minutes. So I appreciate all four likes and the two people that or anyone going in and out. Feel free to catch the replay if you missed the beginning. And then feel free to check out the other half of this episode that will be the daily upload coming here shortly. And then we're back to our regular scheduled programming Monday, 2 o'clock. Papa John, I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. I'm gonna wrap this one up though. So thank you for joining us tonight. The daily upload will be up here momentarily once I get home and can do all that. And then Monday we'll be back to our normal 2 to 3 hour for the lives. Tuesday, same thing. So thank you to everyone who joined, even if it was for a little bit. Double tap the screen. I appreciate it more than anyone could ever know. So for the Nick Weitosh Show here at Sleeper Sports Media, no dirt sheets and all that good stuff, I'm Nick Weitosh, and we'll see you Monday, or see you in the daily upload. But good night. Thank you, everyone, and I'll see you on Monday for the next live show of the Nick Weitosh Show. Here we go.